I loved the bob as well, by the way. I thought it was,
You did,
I thought
did
it was
you?
beautiful.
You're beautiful.
I love the beautiful.
This is a bit of a thing because Millie thinks I didn't fancy her when she first came in the villa.
Yeah, I did.
When I did fancy her. I thought she was smoking.
We struggled as a couple mentally and just with like the public pressures. We didn't break up because anything happened. We just broke up because we
Needed a bit of time.
people would come up to us and they would basically say, "Oh, like Millie, I love you. Like, please, can we get a photo?" And then they'd be like, "Not with you though."
Hey guys, welcome back to Amy Charlize's Private Story. My podcast where I share more than ever before and we talk all things beauty, fashion, and also I give you all the juicy drama. And every single week I'm joined by influencers, friends, celebrities and my own family to talk about their private stories, their picnics and also to get to know them more. And I want you guys to keep getting involved like you did last time, so please send in all your questions, stories and dilemmas because we love hearing from you. And welcome to my private story. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Amy Charlize's Private Story. Today I've got two people that you guys have been requesting for a while now and I had to get them on because major fangirl moment for my Love Island self. I've got Millie and Liam.
Hi,
Hey guys,
Hello.
how are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Good.
Very, very good. I mean, Liam, you've come from quite far
I came from Wales this morning.
and you're going back to Wales
I'm
tonight.
back to Wales today, yeah.
Crazy.
A bit of a nightmare as well. I got there. I'm always late, right? I'm late for everything.
Everything.
I thought, right, I'm going to be on the ball today. And so I left the house at 20 to 7 this morning, drove to Cardiff.
Oh.
I thought, right, I'm nice and early. The
Late.
car park at the train station, completely full.
Oh, I
I
can
had to park on the
imagine.
other side of Cardiff, run to the train station, end up really missing the train.
Did you not think, oh, maybe, people going to work, this,
But I've never seen it full. So
yeah.
I thought today's not going to be the day I see it full.
And it
And it
was.
was.
Crazy. I
So-
feel like, that must be quite busy with people commuting into London from
Yeah,
Wales.
I don't
Yeah.
usually go down there at that time, but if you saw me running through Cardiff this morning,
That's actually embarrassing.
say nothing when you see me.
That's
next.
embarrassing.
Hope you enjoyed. Perhaps better have called that one. But how are you guys? What's everything like at the moment? Because I know you've got a podcast out
Yeah.
now. You busy bees?
Busy bees, yeah. It's lots been going on, but obviously we do long distance, so we trying to like navigate like working, doing the podcast. Like we are going back forwards and to London, whilst like a lot, aren't we?
Crazy. We
Yeah.
will touch on this because I think that's quite inspiring that you can keep a relationship from like two other places. But for people that don't necessarily know who you guys are, can you give a little introduction?
Of course.
Yeah. Obviously, we've introduced our names. So I'm Liam, that's Millie. And we both met on Love Island 2021,
3 years ago.
3 years ago.
Crazy.
We went the distance on there.
Mad.
I was on there first, wasn't I? And
Yeah.
then Millie came in a few days later.
You was the first male bombshell, weren't you? You and Chugs.
Yeah.
And I came in after like week 1. It was like day 7 or something.
Was you yourself, Bombshell? Was you with someone?
I was with Lucinda.
That was it.
Yeah.
I knew it was with someone because I was like, it wasn't just you, but I remember
Yeah.
you had quite short hair at the time, didn't
I
you?
had like a little blonde bob.
I loved it. I
I
remember
know.
being like, oh, who's
That
this?
was like my signature look because I feel like everyone. I mean, I love having a bob, I do, but you can't really do much with it.
No.
like it's just one. It's either straight or like a bit of a wave, and that's it.
Yeah. Is
So
this
I like-
extensions now?
Yeah. Oh
Right.
my god. Yeah. My hair does not grow. So yeah.
I
leave
love
it
the
as
bob
well.
as well, by the way. I thought,
You
it was,
did,
I
did
thought it was
you?
beautiful. Very best.
You don't like your short hair.
Yeah, I do. I thought it was
You're
nice.
beautiful.
I
Like
love
way
the
he says that.
beautiful.
This is a bit
I
of a
mean,
thing because Millie thinks I didn't fancy her when she first came in the villa.
Yeah, I did.
When I did fancy her. I thought she was smoking.
Do you know what? With the villa though, I feel like you must be quite overwhelmed.
Because
Like,
everyone's
do you
fit.
even know if you think like they're good looking or is it just like everyone's fit? So you're just like,
That's- yeah.
oh yeah.
I felt
Well-
weird at first. Oh, go on.
Yeah, everyone is fit, but I suppose it is just down to type, isn't it? For
Yeah.
for the boy, like for me looking at the boys, but like girls wise, you're like, oh, you don't know who what their type is, and then you feel like, oh, I don't know. I mean, Lucinda's absolutely stunning.
Yeah.
And then when I first met her, I was like, I can't believe I'm walking in with you. Like
Oh,
she's like
no.
up here, amazing. But we just clicked so well, so it was nice to actually go in with someone. Liam did, and we was actually the first couple bombshell who won.
Crazy.
Yeah, before that, anyone who won, they
It was
all
always
OG
OG
then.
or
grew
something.
together,
Yeah.
wasn't
Yeah.
it? Kind of thing. Well, then you two came in a bit late. But
Yeah.
talking of Love Island, obviously you guys had normal lives before. You weren't in the industry before, was you at all?
No.
No. So what was your kind of job roles before? What was it like growing up, kind of thing? Where did you guys come from and everything?
So I was a bricklayer since school was like, meh. It wasn't great in school.
Yeah.
I think you said similar as well.
Yeah,
So I enjoyed school, but then like I wasn't very academic.
No.
So I went straight on a building site, and I was there for like until I was like 19, and then I went to work in Ibiza. I went to work in Ocean Beach out there, and
Wow.
As a what?
as a host in Ocean Beach. One of the best
Flirting
summers
with
of
all
my
the
life.
girls.
Yeah, he's that guy that's like, girls come in here, get 5 free drinks for a £5. Yeah, that was Liam.
It helped. You know what I mean, it was a good sort of position to have.
You loved it.
Yeah, and that's where the casting team found me for Love Island.
Was it in Ibiza?
Yeah, so they found me there. I was meant to go on the winter one, 2020. Didn't end up going on it. I said I just didn't turn up to the interview, and then summer 2020 came round. I got the end of it. Then it got cancelled because of COVID.
Oh yeah.
And then 2021, I was in work, bricklaying. It was raining, and they had a call saying, "Hey, Liam, you still single?" And then kind of went from there. Then.
And Millie, what was it like for you before?
So I'm from Essex, like you.
Lovely.
And I grew up and I've always loved fashion. So I went to university, studied fashion buying, and then I got my first job at ASOS as like a buyer's assistant. I absolutely loved it. But yeah, it was a really random situation for me. I'd been like split up with my ex-boyfriend for like a year and a half. I really wanted to progress at ASOS, but it's quite hard in buying. It's like really fast paced, really competitive.
There's a lot of people that want that kind of job
Yeah,
now.
everyone wants that, especially when you get to like assistant buyer role and then higher up. Like the pool of people gets smaller and smaller, and then you're fighting against other people to try and get that role. And I was a BA for 3 years. I stayed there for 3 years, and then something just came over me. I was sitting at work one day. All my friends, like we created a really nice little group who I'm still best friends with now. So I've got a really nice group from there. So thank you, ASOS, for that. And she went to me, Mills, I've just seen like a Facebook ad of Love Island. Like you should apply. And I was like, oh, I don't know. She was like, well, what have you got to lose? Like just do it. If nothing comes of it, then nothing comes of it. Or if it does, it does.
Wow.
So I was like, all right then. So we sat at work, like literally applying. Really random.
So if it wasn't for your friend, you probably wouldn't be sitting here with a boyfriend and a career now that you've got to do.
Literally.
That is crazy.
Isn't
oh my
it
God.
weird?
So you applied and then you got approached. So I always find it weird, like, did people apply? Did people approach? Because some people I feel like, did they just apply and did they just say like, oh yeah,
because
I
do you
got
think it's
approached?
embarrassing? Yeah, they probably think, oh, I don't want to say that I applied, but like,
Why
yeah,
not?
I applied.
I
don't
think
care.
it's quite fun.
Yeah,
Like,
it's just like
You know, they get more applicants than Oxford University.
shut up.
Yeah, like that's how many people apply for Love Island. It's more than.
But
was
I think of it
Harvard
as
or
a
I don't know?
football team. Like, it's a once in a lifetime opportunity to go on there. Like, not many people get to go on.
But you say like
it's
Oxford, they get more applicants because you have to have no qualifications to go on
Well,
Love
no,
Island.
yeah,
Whereas
anyone
Oxford,
can
you've got to
apply
be
for
very
it.
smart.
Yeah, true.
I mean,
yeah.
my sister got asked to go on, and we
No
were like,
way.
yeah, because she's a bit. I mean, she's 22 now, but when she got asked, she was like 20,
Yeah.
and her management was like, "Do you want to go on?" And she was like, "No, I'm too scared." Like I said, I don't think you could do it.
Would you?
No,
No.
I say I would, and then I'm like, no, I
You
wouldn't.
don't sort of need to now.
I
do you,
don't think I would. No,
Yeah, but
I think
also
it's
it's
become a bit more of
experience.
like a business stepper now. I think your season was the last peak season in my eyes.
Really?
I think the All Stars was good.
Yeah,
I
but
really
what
like
about
that.
the one after us was
Davide
Ekin-Su.
that was
a really big one.
I didn't love that one though.
But I
didn't
think
love
those
it.
two what made it though. Like I think
Yeah, everyone obviously loved Ekin, didn't
Yeah.
they?
That,
Davide's funny as
I
well.
did
Yeah.
like that one, but I do think definitely like from your series that everyone always says like your series was the last great series, and you got like 40% of the votes,
I
Yeah, we
know.
did, yeah.
and you won it. So
people still say we shouldn't have won. No, people say Chloe
know
and Toby
what?
should have won.
it was
Yeah.
a big thing on Twitter. I remember being like, I think I
Really?
was like year 10 when you guys went on, and I was
Shut
like
up.
going to school, and everyone talks about Love Island, like especially in Essex because you was an Essex girl. It was like, oh my
Did you
god,
all
like
support
Chloe. Do you know what? My sister was Team Chloe.
No way.
She actually was, but it wasn't for like Toby. It was just Chloe.
Yeah.
Like she was obsessed with her, but
Love
I was always
that.
like middle round. I was like, oh, I like them both, but I don't really care who
Yeah.
wins. But when you went on there, was it like a bit of a game plan? Like I want to go on there. I know I'm gonna come out of this and hopefully make a few brand deals, or was it genuinely like you was in there for love kind of thing?
Well, I suppose it wasn't a sense of I'm going to come out here and I'm going to have a brand deal. It was, this is a really good opportunity and whatever comes from it, like, could be really amazing. But also, what a thing to say, I went on Love Island, that it was that. And it was the fact of being on holiday for 2 months. Like, there's so many
the
things that are
tans you
appealing.
lot come home with. I'm
Yeah.
like,
Literally.
Millie tanned crazy.
So good. Yeah, but so did you.
Yeah, you tan better than me.
I do tan
But,
better than him.
I went on there. I thought I'm just a lad from Wales. People not gonna understand me for starters. And I thought I'll probably be on there for like 3 days and I'll be voted off.
You can't have your hopes up because you just don't know how it's going to turn out. And imagine you did only, like, Chugs, bless him, was on
48
for
hours.
2 days.
I know.
I mean, I do think they're sometimes a bit cruel.
That's
It
crazy.
is
How
true,
quickly
yeah,
they
yeah.
do cut people off. Like, I remember, I think it was like last series, like they just had someone on for like 24 hours and it was like, you're
Yeah.
going home.
Yeah.
But
And I was like, do
they-
we
Our
even get to see
series
their name?
was Shannon, wasn't it?
Yeah. But they have potential.
Shannon, it was.
Yeah.
It was that series.
Yeah.
Some of these people have potential to be good though, and then you have people on there then for like they leave them on there for ages and ages and ages, not bringing nothing to the show, not even dating anyone.
No.
Um,
And then you do question, like, is this all a bit produced or is
Yeah.
it? Would you say yours was like heavily produced or would you say it wasn't that bad?
it's a massive TV show. You have to produce
is
it. It has to
produced,
have
yeah, of
structure and
course.
a team and everything behind it. Otherwise, if it's just a free for all, it'd be boring because everyone just be chilling sunbathing.
Yeah, but you do have a choice.
Right.
So the producers would like tell you, you know, you've got to go and say this or do this, and I would always be like, no. But Chloe, honestly, they would say, right, Chloe, go wind this person up, and she'd be like, right, okay, I'm gonna go do it, and there she was, just creating drama.
It
That's
was
why
like
everyone
the
loved
no
her.
way. When she
Yeah.
said that, I was like, oh, this girl's never going to live it down. It's
No.
like little sayings on Love Island that
Yeah,
never
yeah.
go away. Now you look back on it, are you glad you did it?
Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
my God,
100%.
definitely.
I mean,
Yeah.
you can't really say no when you're sitting next to
No.
each other.
No, I
You're
wish I
like-
didn't. I wish I didn't have a podcast. I wish I didn't have Millie as my girlfriend. I
Yeah,
wish
yeah.
I hate this. No,
You
it's-
might as well just say that if you say no.
Yeah.
So you both enjoyed the experience. Would you
Yeah, yeah.
recommend?
Obviously, yeah, 100%. But
100%.
it's like but it's not for everyone though. Like you
No.
said for your sister, it wasn't like I loved my life before Love Island, so I wasn't going on it to change my life. But if you go on there and you get found out and you are a bit of like a dickhead or whatever, and you don't know that you're a dickhead, but then you go on there and people see you, and then like you might be on it for 3 days.
Yeah.
You get none of the good stuff, like working with big brands or that good side of it, but you get all the negative stuff.
Yeah.
So
You've got
it's-
to really be careful because
you
you
gotta
don't know
toss the
how they're
coin in
going to
there and think-
betray you either.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I
There
think-
is characters in there. Like every year you see the
Yeah.
same boy who's a bit mean to the girl. And like, do you know what I mean? Like it's almost like they have set cast.
You don't know how your edit's going to be.
No, I bet you was like crapping it when you was coming out. Like,
Yeah.
how are
Oh,
they going to
so
make
bad.
us
What's
look?
going on?
Well, obviously,
Wow.
I get tagged in comments now. You know, when one of the guys goes to Casa Amor and does something and then comes back and the girl takes him back, people still now tag me and say, oh, Liam Reedon designed this formula that, you can go off and cheat on them and come back and win.
Yeah.
Because when I did in Casa Amor, like, but I wasn't the first one to do it. I think, like,
You literally wasn't.
then
So
peop-
you didn't design that.
I think I went on to win then.
Well, you weren't the first person that started that.
No, I think Kem done it before as well.
Oh my God,
he?
yes, he
Yeah,
did.
but it's about they would
That was
tell me,
mad.
producers, they would say, look what Kem did. If you kind of do what Kem did, you might be able to win and stuff. So that's what they tell me.
So they
No
kind of tell
way.
you.
I
And
didn't
I
know
found out
that.
this year off one of the boys that they said to one of the boys, look what Liam did. Liam, he exploded in Casa Amor and came back and then he won. So they were trying to tell the boys to do that.
Oh, so they do manipulate a little bit.
Yeah,
They
but
make
it's,
you
it's
think.
you gotta make it. They've chosen me to go on the show. I'm so grateful for everything that's happened since then. They do tell you on the show, mind, that you could be portrayed before you go on. You could be portrayed, however. So as long as you're prepared for that. So they do. They do warn you.
The
Yeah.
edits of that when it was like Millie sitting there like, and they like slow mo
I
it, and
know,
it's
they
like the
make it so
sad
worse.
songs. I was like,
But, like,
God.
They showed me kissing Lily and then
Then they
pans to
pan to
Millie,
Mi-
like,
yeah.
but it's probably different days. They're like, but they edit it together and they just make it so much worse. The edit is so powerful.
Yeah.
But that's
Ah.
why it's such a good show. They make a good show.
It
and
is a
that's
great
why it's
show.
Yeah,
so
yeah, yeah.
entertaining and everybody loves, well, not everybody, but people love it.
yeah,
So,
definitely. But with your friendship with Chloe, you've moved in with her.
yeah.
How is it being that close with Chloe still?
Love it.
She
Like,
is a absolute nutter. Do you know what I absolutely loved was your White Fox. You went on a podcast with her.
Yeah.
Like, last summer I think it was.
Yeah.
And that podcast, I was like, oh my God, you two together. I was like, he must actually shake when you're around Chloe because I'd be like, oh my
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
She's
But-
wild. She's wild.
No, no.
She's nuts. But she's like 29 now. 29?
Don't add years onto her.
She's 29.
She's 28.
She had a birthday of a day.
Was that 29?
Yeah.
Shut up.
29 now, yeah. She wishes.
Oh, I feel
So she's-
rude if
she's-
she's not, but
She's
maybe.
she's still mad, but I think she's slowly
Yeah,
getting,
she's quieting down a little bit.
she's getting
but-
to like a wholesome era.
Like
Slightly.
the first 2 years out of Love Island was pretty mad though with her. Like
Yeah,
me
yeah.
and her have been through a lot. We've been on a lot of holidays.
A
We've
lot.
had a lot of fun.
And the
So much
Fortnite
fun.
era.
Chloe
And I
got a
bought
bloody
an-
PlayStation and then you did.
I bought one the other day as well, and I'm on like FIFA, COD, Fortnite. I love-
GTA. There's so much.
Millie's like texts
that's
me, and I don't answer for
embarrassing.
ages. And she's like, "Well, you're not talking. Why you're not replying?" I'm like, "Oh, sorry, I've been busy working and stuff."
And you're
I'm on
playing
PlayStation.
Fortnite. That's an ick.
Wow. Talking of like texting and stuff, it must be quite hard because you don't live together. So it's like the
Yeah.
communication level. How is that with long distance?
Well, we
It's nice having 5 minutes break.
Yeah. Do you know what? Because when we're with each other, it's really full on. Like, and we spend every minute of the day together. Like, we now working together. It is full on. So when we're apart, not being horrible, but it's quite nice, isn't it? To have a little
You
It
say
must be
that,
quite
when I-
special when you see each other.
It is.
Yeah.
We miss each other. You have that, sometimes we can go like 2 weeks without seeing each other just because of work commitments. He's got to be in Wales. I've got to be in London.
She says this, right, when we're apart, it's nice to have a break. If I don't reply for 2 hours, she's like, oh, you don't love me
Yeah, you
anymore.
gotta still
want to
text
break?
me, though.
You want to break up with me?
Yeah, call me. What?
What the hell? Like,
Yeah, no.
don't get me wrong. I like being away from you from a little bit, but like, and having my own space, but still text me.
Yeah.
Talking
well, I'm
of
not much
that,
for text now, am
you
I?
obviously had a bit of like a drop in the relationship and you guys
Yeah.
broke up. How long was you actually away from each other for?
Well,
7
7 months, but we were still like messing about for a few months, So really about 3 months.
Yeah, like actually cold
3-4
turkey,
months.
not speaking. I'd say it was 3.
But we would like see each other, like, and then start speaking and see each other, but then for a little while, and then actually about 3.5 months.
I
like-
actually remember being really gutted. I was like, no.
No way. I was
Same.
gutted.
I
Dump
was
me.
so upset. And then when you got back together, I was like, oh,
Yeah.
like,
We're
yay, like they're real couple. Like this happens a lot with people in real life. But I feel like
Exactly.
on like the kind of public eye basis of relationships, they don't normally always get back together. It's a bit like, or they're spotted together and then they're never seen again. It's kind of like that.
So people like say, oh, you've got a 12-month contract and like that's why we broke up. But actually, we struggled as a couple, like mentally and just with like the public pressures. And we didn't break up because anything happened. We just broke up because we
Needed a bit of time.
we needed to find ourselves again because life was so crazy. Like after the show, like a lot had happened, and it's a lot for someone's mental health. And so yeah, that's why we kind of messed around because we didn't really want to be apart, but we just felt like Liam felt it was the best decision for him to sort of take his own time.
Yeah, but obviously I moved from Wales straight, to
Yeah,
Essex,
it's a lot.
and I don't know, it was hard. But yeah, so we kind of wanted it to do it without everyone else knowing. So when we like first got back
Yeah.
together, like we kept under wraps for a while, and
Did you ever have people like come up to you and be like, oh my God, you're
Yeah,
together?
or like Paps following us.
yeah,
Oh my
We
God.
They
didn't-
followed us in Lake District,
yeah, they saw us.
Ibiza.
No
Like
way.
we were really like keeping it low key. No one knew. We weren't even like doing like teasers. Like, like taking a picture of his arm while like in a restaurant.
Yeah,
or whatever.
or
We
even
weren't
just
doing
on
none of
holiday
that.
and all that.
we went
Yeah.
away. We went on a cruise, and we were putting photos on, people trying to see like reflections in our glasses and stuff, and
Yeah.
to see if we were back together.
Oh my
But
God.
obviously after a while, and once we were back together, we worked
Yeah.
on things. And we were like, okay, let's put it out. And people say like, oh, no one cares. Why do you even care? Like,
Well, it wasn't actually because we were trying to do this big reveal. It
Yeah.
was more so actually we just wanted private time.
Yeah,
and
basically.
for no one else's
It's almost
opinion.
like you need like the privacy of your own relationship for a bit
Yeah.
before everyone knows. When you guys broke
100%.
up, was it like an immediate right? Let's put the statement out, or does it like? I always wonder
Yeah.
with this. Like,
It's
do you guys
weird,
take
isn't
time,
it?
or is it like no? Like we've just broke up. Let's just post it now.
How
Because
long
my
did it
fear
take
would be
us?
like, what if I announce it and then like next week we're back together
Yeah.
and it's just like
Yeah.
an argument? Like I wouldn't know what to say.
That's why you should leave it until it's like
it was a week
Done.
for us. We
Yeah.
broke up, and then a week later we put it out, and a day after that, a big rumour came out of me cheating in
Cheat-
Wireless.
yeah.
Have you been to Wireless Festival?
Yep, many
Yeah,
times.
So I've never been in my life, right? And the day after we announced it, obviously we're upset. I'm hurting, Millie's hurting. Even though I was the one who ended it, I was still hurting. And I was in Wales, and then the rumour came out. Some girl put a tweet on saying the reason Millie and Liam broke up was because he was caught having sex in a Portaloo toilet in Wireless Festival.
Wow.
And for starters, I can just about stand up and have a pee in there because they're not very
Well, yeah, Liam is
spacious.
very tall. Just to confirm.
And some like a friend replied, said, "Is this true?" And I don't know if it was a friend, some random girl maybe. And she replied, "Yeah, I saw it with my own eyes."
oh my
Someone's like
God.
literally made up a full-on lie.
Mm.
It wasn't even at Wireless Festival. We didn't even go.
I bet it must have been really difficult because, like, if you're already going through the breakup and then you've got to
Yeah.
announce
Yeah.
it as well. When you actually had the announcement, I just really want to know: did you text each other, being like, "Right, this is what I'm putting out"?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I couldn't
So
do
weird,
that.
it's so weird.
I couldn't. I get so. I'd be like, right, like, do you want to get back together then? Like, I'd
So
be
then-
like, do you want to FaceTime about it? Yeah. I don't know. I'm like, do you want to count down on FaceTime?
So we sent each other what we were going to send, and we were like, right, let's post now. And we both text like now, and then we posted it.
and then we were like, okay, well, bye.
Yeah, and that's it.
Nice
now.
to speak to you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
See you
yeah,
later.
And
yeah.
I
that's
was in a calf on my own when I done it. When I was walking towards a calf, I pressed upload. By the time I got in the calf, which was like 5 minutes away, woman said to me, "Oh, you and her broke up, haven't you?" How would
went
you know that
on.
quick? Like,
Oh my God. But I was going to say, you've got something really cool that's just come out, your podcast. So I can hear you guys every single day now. Not get bored. So what was the kind of idea of the podcast? Because obviously you've been together for a while now.
Yeah.
And then it's kind of like now you've just come out with your podcast. What was kind of the idea behind it? Because I know you've been featured both on Chloe's quite a lot as well.
yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
I've always
we
tried a
do.
few times.
Yeah.
And that's always done well when we've been on there. So I thought, like, you know what, we got a funny relationship. We always we got great banter and great fun. I thought, let's try it.
I also think that like what we've just said then, people have this perception of Liam or like a perception of our relationship. And I thought it would be really nice actually for people to know the real us, because they only see what we put out on like Instagram or TikTok. And we started doing like funny TikToks, didn't we? Like doing pranks on each other or like doing funny trends, and everyone was like, oh, I didn't realise how funny Liam was and like how good he is at like, I don't know, doing, you know, the mimicking the sounds.
I'm
or
not saying,
whatever.
you know.
You are good, you are.
He's really good.
You are.
Guys, check the socials and you can see it for yourself. Like, it's great.
But I think that was another reason.
Yeah,
Nice.
I just kind of thought, man, I thought, yeah, like, why not? And obviously, Sony, which the people we're doing with, saw something in it, so we're doing it, and we're off to a good start, aren't we? It's going
And
pretty
if
well.
people haven't listened to it yet, what can they kind of expect from the podcast?
Very
laughter,
crude.
Unhinged stuff. I say unhinged. Is that the right word to use?
Yeah, I would say
Yeah.
so. A lot
Crude.
of poo talk.
A
And
bit
like,
emotional as well. We
last
filmed
bit.
a pod this week. It was a bit more emotional side. Millie's showing her emotional side.
yeah.
Which
Aw.
is nice. So it won't always be deep. It's all mostly fun and
Yeah.
relationships and
But I think it's important also to show like the real
Side
sides
of a
it.
relationship.
Yeah, of both of us and our relationship. So it's good. We're only a month in, so there's 4 eps out now.
Yeah.
And it's every Tuesday, once a week. Yeah.
every Tuesday. So you can watch the full episode on YouTube and listen to wherever you get your podcast.
Oh,
he's
in media train.
Oh, he's
Media
showing
train.
publicist over here. He's his own little media trainer. I love that. I was going to say as well, whilst we're on it, with kind of reality TV,
Yeah.
what have you guys got coming up? Is there any shows that you want to go on?
Oh well, Liam's you can't say yeah, but he's just been confirmed for a show coming up. haven't you?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Can't say what it is though. I don't
yeah,
think so.
so-
A bit annoying.
Can't wait for
yeah.
the announcement.
Yeah, so I mean-
I'm waiting for his little media training on that now.
It's something to do with like what I used to do. Like,
Yeah.
So bricklaying.
Lovely.
It's not
so
like a reality TV
Yeah, it's not reality,
show
it's
thing.
something to
It's
do
not
with
like
that.
Yeah.
But yeah. Put a
Millie,
boots
would you
on,
do
sure.
like Dancing on Ice, Strictly, any of them?
I think if the opportunity was there, like why not?
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you know what it is? Is being on telly. I think it opens you up to a much bigger audience and opens you up to more of the negative side of being in the public eye as well, like trolling and stuff. And I think it.
I mean, the Facebook mums are brutal.
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 They're the worst ones. It's for me. It's older women.
Yeah.
And it's like people like women my mum's age. And I think you literally, like one woman was literally sending me messages monthly, abusive messages, like not nice as well.
No.
And I went on it and I was like, oh my God, what the hell? So I've gone on her page. She's got a picture of her and her young kids. And they were young girls. And I said, oh, I hope your daughter never experiences the abuse I'm getting from a woman like you, like you're doing to me. She deleted all of them and said, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I must have been hacked.
Oh, please.
Oh, you were
Come
hacked
on,
and
Taylor.
decided to just
Please.
troll me
Yeah.
monthly.
And then
like-
you got your account back now.
yeah. All of a sudden it's back.
Recovered.
Like,
Profile bitch is still there. It's
People are-
fine.
yeah,
So
people
strange.
are-
Yeah, I do think there's definitely a lot of that. So for TV, you've got something coming up.
yeah.
Millie's open to.
Yeah, if it's the right thing, then I would like be open to it. I always said I would love to do Big Brother. I just as like Big Brother and Love Island
Put
growing
you
up.
and Chloe Burrows on there at the same time. That would be something
They
I'd
used to do
watch.
like duos, like drop
Yeah.
duos in.
Well, I mean, Sharon and Thingy went on. We were talking about Sharon and
Sharon
Louis.
and Louis,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
they went
Yeah.
on. Like, put Chloe Burrows and Millie Coulter in there,
Yeah, we
please.
need to.
That'd be great.
Yeah, but you have to go against each other then, wouldn't you? Because one of you got to win.
Hey. No, you win as a pair.
Oh, can you
you
win as
got-
a pair?
Like, not Sharon and Louis didn't come
they
in as a
only
pair.
come on for
but-
like 10 days and then left.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was like a
But
special.
you can be dropped in as a pair and then you'd
Okay.
win. So like twins had gone in and whatever. And yeah.
We're going to play a game now, pick an ick. So
Yeah.
I'm going to give you guys 3 topics. You got to tell me a pick and your ick. So we'll start Millie, Liam, and then we'll go like that. First of all, Love Island. What's your pick and your ick about Love Island?
Okay, so pick. Did you say me go first?
Go on.
Yeah. Pick is that's a good thing. Pick is Liam. Like meeting Liam
Yeah.
on Love Island.
I'll give him a more fun one than that.
Well, why is it meant to be?
Oh, do what you want.
I don't know, but obviously we know.
Well, that
you-
is my pick.
Yeah,
That is
obviously
my
we know
best
that. We
thing
know you're
from
happy with that. But what do you actually like in there?
Oh, okay.
Not the food, from what I've heard.
Yeah,
she
yeah,
hated
no.
the food.
I lost like I went down 2 dress sizes. That's probably my ick. The food was horrid.
Wow.
And I just didn't want to eat it. And I was a fussy eater then, though, wasn't I?
Sorry, the food was actually very, very nice. It
No,
was
I
like,
would be the exact
It
same.
was
I
like
hate
chicken, steak, salad, rice. Millie hated that. I think she wanted like pizza every day.
Yeah. It was also like all the pressures in there and like feeling a bit anxious and stuff. Like I wasn't hungry. Like it was not healthy at all, and I shouldn't have done that, but I couldn't help it.
No, so that's your pick and your ick,
Yeah.
Liam.
I picked Meet and Millie.
No, I've already said it, so you got to say a new one.
Just being able to have everything done for you, like all your meals cooked for you, everything was just there.
Oh, we
like,
got to do sunbathe.
your bed was sunbathe and crack on.
So good.
We'll argue.
Just chill for 2 months.
Yeah, just chill. I literally just had to do nothing.
Free holiday. #
Free holiday.
gifted.
Yeah.
And then my
Literally.
ick was not being able to do what you want. You know what I mean? Like you're controlled by, you got to wake up at the same time, go to bed at the same, whatever time they want to go to bed. Like you are all your, what's the word I'm looking for?
Free rights.
Free rights. All your, what's the word I'm looking for? Or, you're like,
The luxuries.
I don't know. That's just taken away from you basically.
Okay, so the next pick and ick is a podcast.
Pick would be anything that's like sporty, talking about
Not
football.
ick is sport, not pick.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
I didn't know you was into your football.
She is not into a football or any kind of sport, so
I didn't
it's definitely an ick, not a
I
pick.
didn't know she was a sporty girl then. That's
No,
like,
I said that. I
Really?
meant ick.
Right.
Ick is anything like that. I literally just would never listen to one like that. Pick my favourite is probably Jamie and Sophie's. Like
I really like
what's
theirs.
it called again?
Newlyweds.
Newlyweds,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's my fave.
I listen to that quite a lot in the bath.
Love them,
That's like
yeah.
my like bath one. I'm
Is
like,
it?
What
Love
have they got
that.
today?
Yeah.
To be fair, that's kind of what inspired me to want to do one because I really like theirs.
But we also have another favourite.
So my pick
What's
would be
yours? Yeah.
Staying Relevant. Sam
Yeah,
and
that's
Pete.
what I was gonna say.
Sam
Yeah.
and Pete, I think it's jokes. And
So funny.
my private story.
Thank you so
I'm
much. Do you
Charlie.
know what? At least he remembered because you weren't good. No, I'm joking. Thanks, Liam.
I listened to her. It's now my new
Do you know
favourite.
who I really like as well? Olivia Atwood. Have you listened to hers?
I've only listened to one.
Really like it.
But is it good? Yeah.
I listened to it
Okay.
yesterday when I was sunbathing in Spain. I was like,
So you listen to quite a lot then?
yeah, quite a lot. But my favourite of all time is like Jake Shane. You've definitely never heard of him.
No, I have.
Really?
He's,
That makes me happy.
The one who did the one with Ed Sheeran. And,
Yes.
Oh.
When he was like, when your legs don't work like they used to, and
Oh,
he was like,
yeah. It was about his nan, wasn't it? His nan couldn't walk it.
yeah, oh mate,
But my
honestly.
ick would be a bit controversial. Is Diary of a CEO, Sean Ballard.
Yeah.
I used to really enjoy it, but now even just his voice annoys me. so I sound rude saying that.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I just
Fair
like some of the
enough.
guests he has on as well now, and I think it's just.
You know, you're never going on that podcast now.
Do you
Do
think
you know what?
ever
I
want me
don't
on that
think
podcast?
I don't think
never
he's gonna
know.
have anyone but CEOs anymore. Like
Yeah.
he's got like
Liam could have potential to be a CEO
Yeah.
one
I
Okay.
could be the CEO of Liam and Millie podcast.
Yeah, exactly. No, that's
part
so
CEO,
neat.
please.
Yeah, that's
Got
my,
two
that's
over
my
here.
controversial sort of ick. But,
Okay, I like that. No
so-
one's ever come out
sorry,
with one like that.
Steve.
Sorry, Stephen.
So,
that
yeah,
Steve?
so,
Stephen,
yes,
yeah.
Yeah. And then last but not least, each other. What's your pick and ick about each other?
Okay. Do you go first with that one?
Pick. She's very, very beautiful, kind.
Oh, so there's a few.
She's amazing. And, I love her. Ick. She makes up random scenarios. I've said it
No,
before.
you love it. You
She-
love it.
She makes out I've done something when I haven't done it. But I think that's women. I think that's women in general, to be honest.
Yeah.
I don't
They-
think that's just her.
They huh?
I don't think that's just Millie. I think I do
Yeah,
that.
I think she makes up things and then blames me for all these things. And when she realizes I haven't done it, she's like, I can't back down now. So even though she knows she's in the wrong, she will like carry on going and fighting me, because she's too
Yeah.
proud. Even
Yeah.
though she's realised
I
I didn't do that.
exaggerate a little bit. So I like
Yeah.
say, like, we're arguing about something and then I'll add a little bit in there that didn't happen, but like, I feel like it happened in my head.
Yeah,
Do
so
you know
what-
what I mean?
and
I'll say,
what
oh,
she'll do
you
as
said
well-
this. And he's like, I literally never said that. And I'm like, you did.
Yeah, so if you're saying, no, she's on the train and there's someone on the train who like is being loud and annoying, and she'll say, oh yeah, this person on the train was annoying. Like I was like, shut up, you stupid idiot, all that. And I say, did you actually say that? Oh no, I didn't say that. Like, but she'll add things to stories and exaggerate when.
I tell you what I'm thinking
When I
in my
ask her
head.
the real story and it's completely different.
Yeah.
Fairs.
Yeah, I do that a lot. I think that's a girl thing.
I think it is a girl
A
thing.
bit dramatic.
Yeah.
Like the dramatic effect to a story.
It's a storyteller. So
Yeah.
I'm sorry that you're not a good storyteller, and I am. Do you know what I mean?
She definitely takes
Yeah,
like
but
an
if I
hour to
made up-
explain it as well. That's like me. I'm like, wait, what happened after
Yeah.
that? And then it's coming.
This
Let
is
me
what I was going to
remember.
say. Yeah.
Literally. What's your pick and ick?
Okay, so Liam's pick is probably your sense of humour. And then your ick is, there's a few.
Farting.
You always say that. I don't care if you fart.
You always say he farts all the time.
Yeah, but your farts really smell.
No, you don't fart much, but when you do, it absolutely stinks the room out, and I gotta leave the room
Yeah, well,
or
I've gotta-
evacuate.
you know, got to get up to your levels, haven't I? Probably snoring. I hate it. Like it's actually
Really?
annoying, and like I can't sleep when you're in my ear hole. Like
She'll nudge me and wake me up, and I hate that because I can't get back to sleep then.
that's the whole point. So I can sleep while she's
And then
trying.
you can snore
Yeah,
after
yeah,
me.
yeah.
No, I agree with that.
Fine.
That's a great one. Thanks, guys. So we're going to do some listener questions now. So you guys at home can get involved with this part of the episode by just DMing me over on Instagram at Amy Charlize's private story. But I've got a few questions to ask. So first of all, Lola has said, me and my boy best friend say we're just friends, but it feels like more help. Doesn't sound like you're just friends then if you're thinking like that.
Me,
So,
say it
me
again.
and my-
So they just say they're just friends, but it feels like more. So what should she do?
Does she feel like it's more on her end or his end?
Well, she's just said me and my boy best friend say we're just friends. So that he says that they're just friends and she does, but
Okay.
she obviously has a bit of feelings
Yeah,
for him.
it's for her.
And this is why boys should never have girl best friends because they always fancy them. Sorry, controversial
What,
topic
boys
here.
always fancy the girls or the girls fancy the boys?
Both.
It's
all.
hard, isn't it? I don't know.
If
I
you
think
fancy him, then just
Tell him.
tell
speak
him
to
because he
him.
might
Yeah.
feel the same way.
Yeah.
And then
It could
you both
blossom.
be together.
Exactly. Anyway, the next one says, can you tell us about your worst encounter with a fan?
Okay. Worst encounter. Probably we've been together, and when like we got back together or after Love Island when Liam was kind of hated online a little bit, people would come up to us and they would basically say, "Oh, like Millie, I love you. Like, please, can we get a photo?" And then they'd be like, "Not with you though. Like, no, like I don't want you in it. And like you're horrible for doing what we did to her." And like then would like give it to him, and then it's awkward then. And
Oh,
I'm
you've
like,
had a really bad experience.
they
more
hate
than I
that.
actually thought.
Yeah,
No, but
but
that is quite
you
bad.
had that a few times. We've had that a few times.
You don't seem
I
that
was
affected
expecting
by
it,
it,
I mean.
but I would be
Expected that.
affected. But that was all the questions for today. But please send them in over on Instagram at Amy Charlize's private story. I've got one last question for them. So, guys, what is your private story?
Okay, so my private story that probably no one knows is that I won 2 gymnastics competitions when I was younger. I was always quite sporty. I did like basketball, gymnastics, swimming. Like I was the after school club kid.
Right.
And yeah, I did gymnastics, loved it. Did 2 competitions, won them both. And so I used to go gymnastics regularly. And then when I got older, they said to me, if you actually want like a career in gymnastics, because like, you know, you're really good at it, you're getting too tall and the only thing you'll ever be able to be is a gymnastics teacher. So you might as well give up now. So I left gymnastics, never did it again.
That's so me.
Should
I
become
know.
a teacher, gymnastics teacher.
Yeah, well, I was a gymnastics teacher. No thanks.
So
I
you
got, I
Okay.
have
So-
got one.
Go on.
When I was younger, I used to play guitar, and I loved it at the start, and then I just started to hate it because I had so many different hobbies, and then my dad would always like, I say I want to do something, and he'd say, okay, and he'd do it for me. And we even had chickens at one point. We had like 10 chickens.
Yeah,
But anyway, back to
farmer.
the guitar.
Literally.
I used to like want to be a singer as well. And I would go on the laptop and press record and play the guitar and sing. And like I'd try making a CD and stuff. Didn't have a microphone, I just had the laptop, and it used to sound horrendous.
Laptop audio.
The laptop
is-
is giving video stuff.
Yeah, and you play the strum the guitar, and it'd like so loud that you couldn't even hear me sing on the laptop, and it was terrible. But I had plans to like make an album, and I'd do really well, and
You defo recorded a little mini album.
I did, yeah. And I was just sing script, going back to a corner.
Oh, mine was
Fair.
always that Listen, Beyonce.
love that
Oh,
song.
I sing that and Take Me Home by Jess Glynn. That was my 2 singing songs.
Too.
Oh, I suppose
See,
we
maybe we
grew
were
up
both
on.
aspiring singers.
We
I was
were,
a
yeah.
gymnast too.
Yeah.
And neither of us
come on.
made it.
and none of
Well,
us made it.
No, none of us made it.
I mean,
Sam.
might be coming soon. No, I'm
Yeah,
joking.
you're probably better than me.
Can you
If
imagine?
you need someone to collab with, let me know.
I'm a YouTube singer now, guys. My next career path. But guys, thank you so much for coming on.
Aw,
Thank
thanks
you
It's
for
lovely
having
to
us.
have you guys on. Thank you so much. And guys, make sure to go listen to their new podcast now on all podcast channels. And thanks so much for listening to this episode of the podcast. Make sure to subscribe to the show now on YouTube, as well as follow us on Spotify or your podcast app of choice. And you can like, comment, and leave a review now. And also, if you want to send in your questions, stories, and dilemmas, you can do that over on Instagram at Amy Charlize's Private Story. And you can also follow me on TikTok and Snapchat. Thanks so much for listening.
Bye.
Bye.